The question I will be reflecting on is what attribute of God captures your imagination the most? And to me, the thing that captures my imagination the most when thinking about God and his attributes is the love that he has for us. It's crazy to me to think about that in the Bible that it says that God is love. Because I think to all the times that I've told somebody I love them, whether it's a family member, my parents, or my brothers, my siblings, or just somebody else around me, just telling them that I love them, to think that God really is love and that God physically is that attribute that I am talking about when I say things like that, it kind of just blows my mind. And just thinking about coming off of this Easter season and talking about on Sunday and Friday night all the things that God has done for us, and seeing and watching the Passion movie and just seeing the things that Christ goes through or went through for us. I think sometimes we kind of blanket or cover up some of the things that he did and kind of make it glorious and kind of make it seem like it was a lot easier than it really was. But when you get to see something like that, you get to see the pain and the torture that Jesus took for us on the cross. Is crazy to me to think that he did all of that in love, and that even if it was just me living and just me who had sinned, he would still do that. And just thinking through how much like his love never fails, and how he knit us together, he knit each and every person together in their mother's womb, and just pulling all the scripture that talks about God's love for us is crazy to me. And then he goes and tells us that the greatest commandment is to love one another, or love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind and strength, and then love one another. And I don't know, it's just crazy for me to try and wrap my head around the fact that God physically is this attribute, and that it's not just something to take lightly. I think love is something that we take lightly so many times and just say it just to say it, when in all reality it's the most huge thing you can ever talk about. 1 Corinthians talks about it being the biggest thing that could ever happen, and the biggest thing that, and most important thing to go along with things. So just thinking about God in that way just makes me just in awe of everything that he has done. Looking throughout his creation and just thinking of all the things that he's done to show his love for us and show his love for me personally, it's just crazy. Makes me wonder how people don't love God and don't fall in love with him the same way that he loves us.